Josh Raven here with Esports at the E-League playoffs, and I'm joined by Denis from Mousesports after a pretty surprising win, I guess, over Astralis. Specifically that first map, I think we have to talk about it. Kind of out of nowhere, no one really expected a 16-2. In your own words, like, how did that come about? What happened there?
Yeah, we had a pretty good start into the map. We got our train rolling. We knew what they were doing, kind of where they were standing in specific positions. I mean, that's basically all you need to know when you execute the site. So they were standing like this. We had pretty good calls from Nico and from our coach Kassad. And yeah, in the end, we hit all our shots. Communication was perfect. We kept calm, and that's it.
Now, before the series, a lot of people said that the map veto was going to be quite important, and those same people said that you guys won the map veto quite decidedly. Would you agree with that statement? Do you think it was a weird kind of ban phase from Astralis?
Yeah, I think we definitely won the veto phase because Dust 2 and Cash are probably our two strongest maps. Cash not so much anymore lately, but Dust 2 our best map in my opinion. Cash is also really good, and Mirage is an okay map for us. So all our bad maps, so to say, got vetoed out, and yeah, I think that was the key factor.
Well, it means you now go through to the semi-finals. I mean, at the start of this kind of E-League thing going on, did you expect that you could come this far in the tournament? Are you pleased with how far you got so far, and what is the goal? Do you think you can maybe make a push for that final?
Before we started to E-League, we had pretty high expectations for ourselves, but then when we actually played and lost in the group stage in the semi-finals against Flipside, we were of course pretty down with our mentality and our motivation. Then after that was the major, we lost again, and motivation was on a low level. And then after the major, we just came here without expectations. We just played, we just said, let's just have fun and play like we can, just freedom, and in the end it worked out. It worked out again now, pretty good.
Well, you mentioned the major right there, and kind of a disappointing result from you guys. Just going back to it and looking at it, what do you think went wrong for you guys at that tournament? Why couldn't you pull out the results that you wanted there?
In the first match against Virtus Pro, we started really good, but then somehow we lost the round, and yeah, it got a little bit. We hesitated, and we didn't win the rounds we won before. And yeah, they started to roll too, and they just crushed us then, so to say. The day after against Envy we played pretty good actually, and then against Liquid our preparation was not. I mean, we prepared a lot, but it wasn't like the best preparation because they have Peacemaker. He watched all of our demos. I talked to him and I read some interviews. They just watched all our Mirage demos, for example, and we did everything they could see in the demos. So we only watched at their game, but we should have watched at our game and changed some stuff and maybe fake a bit more. But in the end, they played pretty good. Everyone from them was on point. Peacemaker did a pretty good job. That's why we lost.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could have prepared for Team Liquid and their run in that tournament, making the final. But moving forward for you guys, E-League semi-finals, I believe you're playing against the winner of NIP and Virtus Pro. That game's going to happen later on after this interview. If you had to pick one of them, which one would you take? It's kind of a pick your poison, really. They're both looking pretty good at the moment.
They're both looking pretty good, but my favorite would be Virtus Pro because against NIP we always seem to struggle. They nearly always win against us. Maybe we can break the curse, but I prefer to play against Virtus Pro because also in the past in some best of threes or best of ones where it was important, we won against them many times. And yeah, I think their playstyle are fitting more to us than NIP's playstyle.
Okay, now to end things off, talking about Mousesports, I mean, a while ago, a few weeks ago, there were rumours of a roster change perhaps coming up, and then people are saying that after E-League there's going to be roster shuffles going on. Do you foresee anything happening to the team, or are you quite confident with how everyone's doing and you want to stick together? What are you thinking about it?
Can't say anything about that. At the moment we just focus on this tournament, and we will see after what happens.
Okay, well thank you very much for joining us, and good luck in the semi-final.
Thank you.